Hey guys, today I would like to share this video with you about my Vespa GTS 300IE. I've owned this vehicle for around 6 months and put around 2,000 miles on it. I will share with you some of the accessories I've installed, which ones are useful and which ones aren't. And also I will take it for a quick ride towards the end of the video so you get a feel of its performance. So hope you find this video useful whenever making a choice of buying a new motorcycle or a new scooter. So here are some of the specs of the Vespa GTS 300. Front and rear disc brake system with ABS and traction control. Single arm suspension with coil spring and hydraulic shock absorber. Liquid cooled engine. Speaking of the engine, it's got a 278cc engine. And dual adjustable shock absorbers on the back, as you can see on the video. The space beneath the seat is small, only a jet helmet fits there. Here are some of the accessories I've installed on the scooter. I have the windscreen installed. I also installed the rubber floor mat to protect from dirt. I have a GV top box installed right now, which I hope to replace with the original Vespa top box. And the side set, which is not standard in the US version, and this is a US version scooter. One of the main issues I've had is when filling the Vespa with fuel or with gas, for some reason the pump doesn't stop automatically, and then you can have a problem of fuel spilling all over your chassis, as you can see from the video. So what I recommend is to add a fixed amount of gas every time the fuel indicator light comes on. The other issue I had was with the Vespa falling off the side stand. I really do not recommend to use it at all. It is very unstable, and you can see the consequences. Fortunately, I got the scooter repaired with a very skilled guy, and now it's almost back to its original condition, as you saw from the beginning of the video. And finally, even though the floor mat protects from dirt, it causes friction between the mat and the paint, and as you can see, there's some small damage to the paint caused by the floor mat, so it's your call to use it or not.
Alright, so here we are taking the Vespa for a spin. So this is the Vespa GTS 300IE, which stands for electronic injection. It's got a 278 cc engine. Got disc brakes. got automatic transmission, GVT transmission, continuously variable transmission. Very comfortable suspension, especially when you're riding in these type of roads. Not that comfortable when you're in a very bumpy surface. But in this condition it feels pretty good. It really picks up speed. Let's try to accelerate a little. So as you can see, we can really gain some speed very quickly. No vibrations at all. Claim the top speed is about 80 miles an hour. You really don't need to go faster in a scooter like this. But it's good enough to drive through the city traffic, but also pretty good on the road. I've taken it to different places. Longest trip it's been about 100 kilometers, maybe a little more. And it just behaved pretty well on the road. It's got a 9.2 liter capacity fuel tank. And this engine gives you about 30 kilometers per liter. So you got an independence of about 270 kilometers. As you can see in the mirrors, there's basically no vibration. It's a very silent engine too. The front suspension, as you saw in the previous part of the video, is a single arm suspension. And on the back it's got two shocks that are adjustable. So if you're going to go with a passenger or you're going to have some load, you can make the shock safer in the preload. Handling is pretty easy. Very comfortable. Very easy to ride. It's got a metal chassis. I believe it's 2-piece metal chassis welded together for stiffness. I guess the problem with having a metal chassis is that every time you get an object hitting the chassis, it can cause a dent. Accessories wise, I've installed the windscreen, as you can see, which helps in windy days. I've also installed the floor mat. I have mixed feelings about the floor mat. It does protect from debris and from dirt, but at the same time it causes friction between the mat and the paint. So basically you're rubbing or scratching your paint with the floor mat. It's not that bad, but you already saw it in the video. The other accessory I installed and I do not recommend. is the side stand. So this is a 2016 model. It doesn't come with a side stand. So basically what I did is I purchased one online, the original one, from a store called scooterwest.com. I purchased it from them. It has a special bracket, and if you don't have that bracket, you cannot install the thing. So I installed it, and even in the back there's a message that it's unsafe to use that side stand. And it really feels unsafe. So one day the bike, or the scooter, fell off the side stand and caused scratches and dented my chassis. Fortunately, there's this skilled guy that knows how to fix its bike and brought it back to its new condition. He really did a great job. The other accessory I have it installed is a top box, which is not original. It's not a Vespa original. It's a GV. I don't remember the model, but it's quite useful whenever you go to the store. You can put stuff in there. The space beneath the seat, not that large as you saw. You can only fit a smaller helmet. Definitely cannot fit a full-size helmet. And also you gotta keep in mind that the space beneath the seat gets warm from the engine. So basically you cannot store like cold stuff in there because it'll get warm. Nice brakes. They really do a good job. I think I squashed my camera a couple of times. Regarding the price, I think it's a little steep in Italian bike, or a scooter, Italian scooter. So you really gotta want to have one and gotta like the style. Alright, so let me put you have any questions in the comment section. I'll try to answer as best I can. Hope you found this video useful.